From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Project, this is what you want.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Smith. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33.
Here we go, hey. Listen.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They interplay here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these These defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Smith. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Besh, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Texans nothing.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
All right. 18. What's that? Down. 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, stay with him.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Stroud looking to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He was unable to shake free there. They cover him for a loss of a yard. The Texans in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You look at this Raiders defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27.
18. 2J.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This a 2nd and 8. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, south.
And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
When you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Jensen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now it's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Geno. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing now is Geno. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll go again with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Fairbairn again with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. An incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers, 28 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21. Texans 14.
Like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX, out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Basic shows, yeah.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. He'll drop this one down and mix it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
we go. 118. What's that?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
18. What's that? Go.
Stroud sets up the play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Texans. 118.
Stroud and company going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Now a handoff to Genty. And they went the long way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Smith. The 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker, 42 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do. But let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tony.
Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Let him get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend...
He's got him in, complete. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 31 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Gain of 6. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here goes Stroud again. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Dell. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Stroud to throw it. This one left side caught by Collins. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
18. What's that?
Again, it's Stroud. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
All right.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy lift come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
All right.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
18. Outside.
Final play of the half. Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Look the hot. Look the hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to help the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. Stroud
looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Second down and inches. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Robert.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And Stroud now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
This is Mixon on the draw. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here we go. Let's go. Red. Tony.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Strike. No ball.
Here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And this one incomplete, threw down at the feet of his receiver.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing now is Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This ain't what you want.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Yeah, it's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
Now Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A shotgun snap for Smith.
He'll get this out to Genty.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the give, Genty. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Geno. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On the give, Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, ice. Hey,
Now a toss left side, Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
here we go.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
118.
Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mixing up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our answers. We're hitting with ways that don't last long.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, uno Mars. Why Tony?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Back to throw, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Geno. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. But a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them more of a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on. Maybe with the game plan actually working. They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Stroud. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's Mixon on the counter. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll try to do it himself. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And he will at least be able to throw on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Geno going to hand it to Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders
Texans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. Let's go for it.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stroud to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he'll get what he can at the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7.
13 check 59, check 59, Cobra.
Throwing now, Smith. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
11.
Back to throw. Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is tackled inside the 49 to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Texans, first down.
Looking to throw. Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And that will be incomplete.
You give them credit with excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And here come the whistles of a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Texans, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Swap. Another swap. 2J. South.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
All right.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's a run with Mixon. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours.